We are the Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea.
It's true. We're from Long Island, so we say, how you doing? How you doing?
I don't.
We're in the middle of the vines.
Yes.
Because it's Memorial Weekend. So
It's
there's
kickoff. We're here. It's summertime. Long Island wine of the week.
I'm thankful for our hot teas.
Yes. That's like such a Long Island thing.
We're just talking about real life.
Right.
That's what we do. Welcome back to another very special episode of Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on living your best Long Island life. And we have a very special guest with us. But first, I'm Kristen.
Sharon?
And our special guest is...
I get to say who I am? Oh, okay. Well, I thought they were going to introduce me. I am Rudy Breedy of the Rude Rangers Entertainment Company, so I'm glad to be here.
Rude Rangers
so
in the house.
That's a pleasure.
This has been in like a year in the making.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and I apologize for that.
I think
yes.
us too.
We're like,
Back
Rudy. Did people do that to you all the time? Rudy.
They do.
Yeah.
They definitely
You're like,
do.
never heard that one before.
I love it. That's okay.
Oh, really?
I start
Really?
it usually, so.
Oh, good.
awesome.
Yes.
Rudy, it's so great to have you here, and we're going to have a really great show with you. I'm excited about it. Learn all about you during the show. But, we start. I know you're a hot tea.
I am.
And you're one of the original hot teas.
I'm an original hot tea. I'm a warm tea. I'm a cold tea. I'm just any tea. I'm iced tea if I could be.
He's
but
here
that-
for the tea.
Yeah, right. And so we start every episode with how you doing.
How you
doing?
Yes. So, can I tell the story of how we met at the Ujama? Is it Ujama or Ujama? How do you?
I really don't know, so
Okay,
we'll go
thank
with
God.
whatever you
Okay.
say.
Ujama Festival that was year before last, and I'm
Yes.
walking around. It was a gorgeous day.
It was beautiful.
The energy was like amazing, off the charts.
Yep.
Everybody was so happy, and I was like, I was just there to kind of get a lay of the land, and because it was a first time event, I think, or the
Yep.
first time I'd heard about it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm just gonna go and check it out. I was like, this is amazing. I came
Yeah,
back
you
and
came
we
back
talked
so
all about
energized.
it on the show. First of all, the businesses that were
Yeah.
there, everything from party planning to boozy cupcakes.
Those are good.
Oh my God, right? I
Those
was
are
like,
good.
they were sold out by the time I got there. I was like, girl, where's your card? To jewelry and clothing. And then here I'm walking by and I hear I had my Discover Long Island shirt on and I hear, Kristen. I'm like, oh God. Somebody
I
knows.
remember.
And he's like, Rudy. He's like, I'm a hot. He's like, how you doing?
I love it.
And I'm
I
like,
do.
oh my God. It
Yes.
was so amazing because
Yeah.
I was like completely stunned that there was a hot tea that recognized me in the wild.
Right?
Absolutely. out in natural habitat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? What's so great about this show, and I really do love it, so I'm not just saying that, is that when I watch, you two are like friends in my head.
Aww.
So in my mind, there was like a friend in my head standing by the cupcake lady, and I'm like, oh, Kristen. And I felt like she was going to call security on me, to know the truth, because I got a little fangirly guy thing going, and it was amazing.
God.
But you were very nice, and your husband had the coolest shoes. So
Oh yeah,
I
thank you.
remember,
Yeah,
yes.
with the Ferragamos.
They
I think.
were.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
I know.
yeah, yeah.
They don't have those
I
at TJ Maxx, let me tell you.
I keep them dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? No, I loved it. I mean, and I got to meet you and your crew, and then
Yep.
Rudy was so amazing because then he took me around
and
the
introduced
festival, and he
you,
was
yeah.
like, "This is so and so. This is so and so," and I was like, I got cards, and it was so cool because you run like a production company.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what you do because you knew
Sure.
the most amazing people.
Sure. Rude Rangers Entertainment is basically a multimedia company. So we include streaming radio as well as a podcast network. We have our own Roku channel. And then we distribute content to other streaming channels as well as a couple of cable networks across the United States. So it's pretty
Wow.
cool.
It was awesome, and I
incredible.
got to meet some of the talent that's part of his production network.
Yeah.
And there was one lady, and she did financial. She does like a financial
Yes,
show, especially
yes.
for young people. I was
Yep.
like, girl,
Yes.
Wow.
meet my children.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to the Queen Blueprint ladies. So they're fantastic.
that's
yes.
awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. And then I can't remember, there was another one. There were so many, and they were talking about their content, and I was just like, it was incredible. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I loved it. So you guys
you.
are pumping out really awesome content.
Yeah.
Before people get too deep, how do people find you?
If you go to Roku, you can look for Rude Rangers. You can also go to ruderangers.com. And if you ever want to see my own show, which is Ridiculousness, you can go to watchrudysroom.com. And it
Love it.
streams new content every day and brand new shows every
Every
week.
day?
Yep, every day.
I love it. And
Yeah.
you're doing what I want Sharon and I to do,
Yeah.
and that's like a
Okay.
live studio audience.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
you said when you came in, you were like, you guys remind me of Hoda and Jenna.
You do.
And I was like, oh my God, that's our goal.
That's our goal.
That's our goal.
This is what we
But
drive
Hoda and
for.
Jenna just went to, they just transformed into like a live show.
Yep.
And you do that every day.
We do that every week.
Okay.
Every day the new content is because we have about 32 content creators that are part of our network.
Gotcha.
So each week or day they're providing new shows and stuff like that. But my particular show, the one that you're talking about, Rudy's Room, that is live each week. So
Wow.
which is
And,
fantastic.
and people can call in with questions.
They call
so
in with
cool.
questions. People email looking for advice. Basically, over the years now, everybody's cheating. So if you think he's cheating, he's cheating. If you think she's cheating, she's cheating.
Oh my
If you
gosh.
don't like him, you're never gonna like him. Just move on. But that
I
put in a nutshell.
love this.
But yes.
It's so great. And again, the content is
Mm-hmm.
people that are, especially like the financial and the fashion, people that are
Mm-hmm.
really qualified
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
know what they're doing, and they're national. They're national personalities.
That's
They're
amazing.
not, they're we get the content here on Long Island, but they're actually national
Yes.
shows and
Yeah.
personalities. So
Yes.
And it's Black History Month, and we're celebrating Black History accomplishments.
Right.
I can't imagine a better accomplishment than your production network with all of the great talent
Oh,
and
thank
minds
you.
that you have on there.
That's
So,
very nice.
so check it out, you guys, because it's awesome.
Definitely.
Real
And
fun.
if you see Rudy anywhere, go, yeah, Rudy.
Please do.
I like that.
He's like, oh dear God.
No, I would love that.
So it was funny because Rudy sat down, and right before we started, he was like, his like headphones were caught, and we were like, oh, that's funny. He couldn't move, and it reminded me. I went one time. I said, let me tell you a funny story on the air. I went to the Air Supply concert,
Oh wow.
which I'm a big Air Supply
I love
fan.
Air
Yeah.
Supply, actually.
Girl,
Okay.
I was in the audience. This is when I was still in Arizona, like probably 10 years ago at least, if not more.
Okay.
And I'm there in like the casino, and I've got my lighter.
Oh my God,
Okay.
you're so funny.
Nothing at all. You know,
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah,
jam.
yeah.
I'm like
Okay.
singing my heart out. And they're like, because everybody else, we were the youngest ones in the audience.
I was going to ask you that. Okay.
Yeah. And I
Gotcha.
mean, my
They're
sister, I took my
calling you out.
sister,
Okay.
and we were the youngest ones there. And so anyway, it was great. But I remember they were like jamming out, and they would get together. And then the guitarist like went to one side of the stage, and his cord was too tight, and he like
Jerked back.
dang near
Oh my
like
God.
fully
Yeah.
whiplashed himself.
Oh my God.
And was like, that's so sad.
Yeah.
You would think
Right
you'd
on
have it
there.
worked out by now, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
But here's the clincher. They were pointing us because we were jamming, and we were just like, no cares with their lighters.
Okay.
And we had VIP access to go meet them afterwards.
Oh wow.
We were like, woo woo.
Okay.
And
Oh my
we went
God.
back there, and they could not have been bothered. They were just
Really?
like, okay, click, move on, click, move on. And I
Wow.
get it. You've been doing this for a zillion years. But I was like, hey, we were the ones.
Right.
Yeah.
And the
You were
audience.
calling us
also,
out.
look at us compared to the rest of your audience.
Right.
You're welcome that we're
Right.
here.
We're here to see you.
And they were
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
click, click, move on. I'm like,
Ugh.
Okay.
okay, Air Supply.
Yeah.
I still love them.
Still love them.
You know,
Still go to sleep listening
everybody
to
has
them.
a bad day.
It happens.
Right?
It does
and
happen.
we know that as celebrities. No, you know what? I've got somebody. So I've been called out
so
recently.
funny. Okay.
Only one other time. Other than you, it's only been once.
Okay.
But I was somewhere. I was going to say somewhere.
Starbucks.
Yeah, but I was
Oh,
somewhere this past
nice.
weekend,
Okay.
Oh, you didn't tell me.
and somebody was looking at me weird.
Oh.
Like you're getting that look. Like, do I know them?
Yeah.
Why are they looking at me
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
And I thought, I wonder if they watch the show.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Okay.
And they didn't say anything?
No, if you see us in the wild,
Okay.
say hi.
Say hi.
Okay.
When we're out
Was it
and
a
about.
strange look though, or just like looking at you?
It was
I'm
like
not
one
good
of
at
those.
this.
Okay.
Probably
I'm
like,
not-
I know you. That happened to me at the event we were there the other day.
Oh, somebody was looking
Somebody-
at
like, it was
oh,
like-
with the HIA?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it was like definitely like, I know you. You know?
Yeah. Say hi to
Okay.
us. Just be like, are you?
Okay.
Because it makes our day.
Oh, it makes our day.
It makes our year. Well, it's been 2 years since
Celebrities
Rudy
like
said it. I'm
us
still
need
talking
the
about
love.
it. I'm still talking about it.
I love that.
So, Rudy, did you have a good Valentine's Day?
I actually did, which was great. So I got to celebrate Valentine's Day in my office, and then my wife and I got to celebrate later. And I love love, and I love giving gifts. So
Are you a good gift giver?
I like to think that I
That's
am, but
awesome.
I've also been told that I can be a little too much. So, for example, at work, everyone's desk was decorated with like Valentine's Day shawls and little flower things and
my
little
God.
games.
You did
and-
this for everybody?
Yeah, I just
Oh
get
my
a real
God.
kick.
I
out
don't
of
think
it. I
there's
have
any
no
such
idea
thing as
why.
too much.
No.
I don't either, but for some people, it's like it gets to be a little overwhelming because it's like, well, here's my like Reese's Pieces.
Yes,
cup, and,
that's
like,
hard.
I'm like
Sharon
yeah.
does this to me every single
Okay.
gift.
Yeah.
I do not.
You
Stop it.
do use.
Use.
Every time
Yeah.
I'm like, so busy, and then Sharon will be like, "Here's a Tiffany box," and I'm like,
Right.
"Yours is
Right.
it's in my house,
Yeah.
obviously,
Right.
and I just forgot it.
Totally.
I'm bringing it tomorrow.
Yes. I have that effect
That
on
actually
people.
did happen one time where I forgot it,
Yeah.
and it was in my house. But and I had
Yeah.
I literally had to send her a picture of it when I got home. I was like, I swear to God, it's wrapped in everything. But I'm always
I
like,
almost just spit my wine.
I know she does that to me every time
that.
because I'm the worst.
No,
at
you're
this
not.
whole
You're a
thing.
good
going
gift
on.
giver.
I understand.
And she is so thoughtful, and
See?
she goes like she like really puts time and thought into it.
Oh, I like that. Now, did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah, I did.
we need-
Okay,
we
an
need
update.
an
The
update.
update.
Yes.
No gifts.
Oh, good.
I was really worried.
By
Okay.
choice?
Yes. So
Okay.
the last episode, Rudy, I was really worried because we're older and we are putting a zillion kids through college
Okay.
and we're going on trips, and so we were like, we don't, we were saying my husband has Ferragamo shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We buy them when we want them.
Understood.
So I was like, I don't need anything. You don't need
Okay.
anything. So, but my big fear was I was going to not get him something and he was not going to abide by the rule. But he did.
Okay.
A lot's been going on. We've been super
Yeah.
busy. And
Okay.
so we did. We went to Uncle Giuseppe's and got some of
love
the
that
heart-shaped
place.
raviolis
I
and the
love
little
it.
heart-shaped
Love that.
mozzarella balls.
There you
We had a
go.
lovely dinner.
Okay.
And I got him a card. He did not give me a card.
Okay.
No, I did not have a backup. But I gave him chocolates and he had beautiful flowers.
Oh,
right.
wow,
So he
that's
had
so
beautiful
nice.
flowers, which is fine. But I was like, because he was like, I had a card. And he goes, we're at Uncle Giuseppe's. He's like, maybe I'm going to go. I'm like, listen, you do not.
Don't worry.
You do not. Whatever's left over
Right.
Right.
in the card section on
Yeah.
Valentine's Day,
You
know
don't
it's going to
want
be
that.
sad.
No.
That's
It is
true.
not.
That is true.
It's not going to make sense.
That's so funny.
Gotcha.
So
That is
I was like,
cute.
just let it go.
Yeah,
Write
it's
something
fine.
later.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Love it.
Send me a
But it was
text.
great.
Very cool.
How about you? How about you?
It was lovely.
Oh, Sharon was ranting on the last episode about her husband.
Okay.
Oh my God, Mark Dorr, which is a hot tea of ours, he was texting me the whole time. He was like, Sharon's cranky. Oh my God. He's like,
She
oh
is
my God,
toasty.
she's upset about the vacuum.
Okay.
So,
Well, I got home and, I said, I had warned him, don't listen, because I didn't know how much you would cut or not. I'm like, just don't listen to this week's, because sometimes he skips, and that's fine. Not really, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And so I was like, don't listen this week. If like anyone you're not going to listen to,
Okay.
this week
This
is your
is the
week,
one to
bro.
skip.
Don't listen.
Okay.
And he's like, why?
yeah,
What
now he's
happened?
for
Now-
sure going to listen.
And so
Now
I'm like,
he's
well,
for sure.
I talked a lot of
Chris is
smack.
like, yup.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
so, whatever. But he's like, he comes home and he's like, so I listened. And I'm like, and what'd you think? Were you mad? Was this going to be a good Valentine's Day? What's happening? He's like, 64 countries think that I'm a total jerk.
Oh.
Good job, honey.
Well, Mark Dorr caught something because he was like, oh, what happened with her engagement ring? Because you said engagement ring, but then I didn't have you elaborate on it. I was like, I don't know. Because she was like vacuum and then proposals and engagement ring. And then she kind of brushed over it. And I was like, I
No,
don't
he
know.
proposed on Christmas. I don't think you should propose on Christmas.
Oh, that's
So
the
now I'm
engagement
missing
ring. Okay.
a Christmas gift.
All right.
I like gifts. I'm not going to be that
But
person
how
and be
long
like,
were you
don't get
waiting
me
for the
gift.
proposal?
A long time.
Well, then, better Christmas than never, right?
I guess. You're
Okay,
right.
I'm
You're
just
right.
saying.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this one either.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, sorry.
Dan,
No.
Dan, we love you.
It was so funny though.
Okay.
He's
Dan's
like
a good husband.
64 countries.
So did you guys get each other's nice gifts?
I
this
got
year?
him chocolates. He got me flowers.
There we go.
Oh,
That's
very
good.
nice.
Yeah.
So you're covered.
Perfect.
Very
It was
nice.
perfect.
And
There you
did you and your wife give gifts?
We don't exchange gifts because similar to you and
Yes.
your husband, it's like, what more do you need?
Right.
And then the cards wind up stuck on the dining room table, and someone's got to clean that
I
up.
know. Then
and-
you
then you
throw it
throw it
away,
out
and then you feel
later.
bad.
Right.
The flowers
Yeah.
eventually die, and then like
Yeah.
who's gonna get rid of that? And the what?
Yeah.
So we don't do any of that stuff. But
Right.
other like the heart shaped
Chocolates.
pizza, that kind of crap
Yeah.
we do, which is
Yeah.
fun.
Fun.
So, yes.
I
So.
just, it was a fun day of like love and just, saying I love you and being,
Yeah.
it was kind of fun.
so cute.
Going to the
Yes.
store and have everything decorated. Okay, so that was good. How about the Super Bowl?
Believe it or not, I fell asleep. And
Well,
then
yeah.
I woke up in the middle of the halftime show and I'm like, wow, Rihanna looks a little thick. And then all of a sudden I realized that, well, I just did. She did. And then I realized, like, because I had to, like, I wasn't wearing my
'Cause
glasses.
you didn't see the
I
first
couldn't
opening
see.
Michael
thing
and
that she
I,
did.
Michael and I
Yeah.
are totally on Team Rudy with this
Yeah.
conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's what Michael and I totally agree upon is that I get it. Most epic pregnancy announcement ever.
Right.
Riri's a queen. I think she's awesome. But the whole time you're thinking that. I wasn't paying. I was like, "What is that?
Right.
Is she touching your belly? Is that on purpose? Is she pregnant?" I was so confused.
Yeah, exactly.
So I missed like the whole thing.
Correct. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, and again, I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't really see. And I'm like, well, is Fenty making a full figured line? Like, what do we do? Because she's a good marketing person. So like maybe she got a little thick on purpose. I didn't know. So I was wondering about that. So I'm like looking and I'm like, all right. And then all of a sudden later on I look and I'm like, oh, okay, I think she's pregnant. So like, good for
Which
her.
is great.
Yeah.
And so,
Your name's Rihanna though. What do you name your kid?
what's her first one?
Kid? They never unveiled it, right?
No, not yet. I don't know. But
Michael?
I'm just curious.
They never announced it.
really?
They kept it quiet.
Good for her.
But it's
Because
gotta
what
be
is he,
something
only like
interesting,
6
right?
months old?
I think I love the name Rihanna. That's so pretty.
Right.
And you know, my girls were giving me the business about this conversation.
Gotcha.
I have 2 teenage girls.
Yes.
And they're like, you know what? Doesn't matter what her body. Like, why should her body be the conversation anyway? And
Well, that's
Good
funny.
point.
I heard that on the
and
radio
I'm like,
too.
that's true.
They were saying that.
And that's true. You shouldn't be fixated over it, but I think that's human nature.
It is.
And the cool thing is that my little daughter made me the next day watch it again.
Okay.
She's like, Mom, watch it again now that you know. And it was awesome. When you watch it
Yes.
again,
Knowing,
I was
Completely.
like, oh, she
Yeah.
was. And I love the meme now that
Of her
everybody's there
face.
with that look, that bad bitty look.
Yeah.
At Reagan Airport had a tweet the other day, and it was so funny. It was like us telling everyone to get to the airport 2 hours early. They're like, everyone in DC with that look, like, no, don't tell me what
Love
to
it.
do.
Love it.
That's it. I just think she's, she's a baddie, and she
is.
I
She
loved
is.
it. When I saw it again, I liked it.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
glad that she made
fantastic.
you watch it again because I did the same. Like I went back and I rewatched it because I'm
Yep.
like, because everybody was like, what, is this true? What's happening? But she really did pronounce it.
Yeah.
In the very beginning,
Of course.
you
She,
know,
like,
and
rubs
it
her
just
belly.
went so
Right.
quickly over everybody's
Way
head.
over the head.
You know,
So
Yeah.
Go figure.
Michael's not buying it.
It's not enough.
I don't know. And then the New York Times article was like, she put on a master class of doing just enough. And I'm like, this generation.
I know.
And this
I know.
just enough generation.
I can't.
No, that's
What?
true.
What is that about, Rudy?
I don't know, but it's amazing how they do it. I mean, they get away with it just enough. I'm terrible at the whole thing. I'm either too much or too little. So
Right,
I
right.
have not found that middle road.
I'm the same. I'm usually too much or just absent. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm like,
See?
just delete, and I'm not replying.
Yeah.
totally.
You know, there's no
no
middle
in between.
ground.
I'm either all in or all out.
People
I
think I've
can't.
resigned.
Yeah. See?
Oh.
They're, yeah,
That's
they're
happened
like,
before.
She's not there anymore. I'm like, nope, I'm here. I'm just, I
I'm
haven't
just
gotten
ignoring
back.
you. Just ignoring you.
I had a priority list, and you
Right.
fell down on it, and now I'm pretending like I didn't receive your email. It went junk. Because
I love
I'm
when
embarrassed.
people are like, just popping this back up to the
Yeah.
top.
Oh,
and I'm
yes.
like, yeah.
You're
Putting
going
it right back down to the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
You're on pause. Go on.
Okay, so what else am I going to talk to you guys about? So no present. We talked about that. The other thing we did is we watched a cute romantic movie.
Oh, you
Which one?
did?
We watched the new Reese Witherspoon, Ashton Kutcher
can't.
movie.
You liked it?
Okay.
Did you watch it?
I gave it like 20 minutes. I was
I
like,
thought it was cute.
Oh.
I thought it was cute. Did you see all the celebrity about them though? That in their red carpet interviews, there was zero chemistry.
Really?
Like she's got her hands. They're not even standing anywhere near each other. They're not looking at each
Because
other.
they probably
and
don't
they're,
want to make it look like
very
they're-
tense.
True.
Because
And-
look how amazing Lady Gaga and what's his name was.
and the big rumors.
What's
But
his
they
name?
did that on purpose.
Yeah,
to fuel those
100%.
fires. So it's funny because Mila Kunis, his wife, actually texted him
Okay.
during the red carpet, and she's like, "You guys need to at least pretend to like each other." I don't know what's going on.
Oh my
You
God,
guys,
that's
everyone's
funny.
talking about it,
Right.
And then it became like, well, to your point, he came out and was like, well, if we're too schmoozy,
Yeah.
then everyone assumes we're having an affair. And then he said something about like his illness. I don't know. But then you watch the movie and there's zero chemistry.
Yeah.
But they're in two
But
different
they're
places.
really good friends.
Yeah, but it's weird when they came together. They were supposed to be together, and I was like, I don't know.
in like real life, they're really good friends.
Are they?
right?
Though? They didn't look at.
Yeah, no, I think they are.
On the red
I think
carpet.
Reese and
They didn't
Mila
look
are
it.
good friends.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I love Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was cute. I thought it was cute
I
because
thought it was so lame. You know what it reminded me of?
What?
Like a piggyback of Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
So like, come
Yeah.
on, stop it.
same thing. I mean, it's a rom com.
Yeah.
Did you watch the J-Lo one? Shotgun Wedding?
No,
No.
actually, I haven't. I want to though.
It's so funny because that one got better reviews than this one, and that
Okay.
one was like rough. I thought
It
that one
looked
was
okay.
really so
They
ridiculous.
did so much promotion behind
They
that too.
did.
I mean,
right? Like you,
They did.
all you
Everywhere
heard
you
about.
went, it's all over the
Everywhere.
place.
I mean,
over.
J-Lo looked amazing.
She looks amazing.
Does
looks-
she ever not look
Right.
amazing?
I know.
though? I mean,
She looked amazing, but the premise of that movie was completely moronic.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so at least this one, I was like, okay, it was cute. So we watched that. Listen, I've seen worse movies, I'm sure. Okay, before we wrap up Valentine's Day, I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to get your opinion on this. I saw this thing on Huffington Post came out, and I want to see what you thought. These are 8 things that happy couples almost never do.
Oh boy.
And they say almost because everybody makes mistakes every now and then, right?
Okay.
Are these really happy couples
Yeah.
or like social media happy couples?
No, I think real happy customers, like healthy customers, couples, healthy. Thank you, Jen. Healthy, happy. I almost said customers again.
I know.
That's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because don't you think customers when you say happy customers? Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So happy couples. Okay. So number 1, they don't shy away from tough conversations.
I would say that's true.
This is me. I'm like, if you can't talk about
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
then I can't be with you because I cannot bottle things up.
No way.
Gotcha.
You bottle it up,
Okay.
and it just builds into resentment.
I'll give you that.
I need to talk about it and talk it
You
through.
lay it out.
How long do you talk about it though?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, no, usually I need to get it out.
Okay.
And then you're over it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're over it then.
Usually.
Yeah, like
Oh,
once
that's good.
when it's
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
You?
Okay. No, I'm really quick out and over, but typically sometimes I find people want to just continue to talk about
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah. Keep bringing
my
it up.
attention is like a shot glass. It's so small. I can hold but so much.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
a tough
Yeah.
conversation. It needs to be had and addressed,
Gotcha.
and then, but that comes up later. What you're talking about? Okay,
Okay.
they don't keep score.
I do that. So sorry.
I do keep score.
Especially when I'm right. Are you kidding?
I can tell you, I tally everything.
Okay. Yeah. I do.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
No, I do.
Okay, they don't hold grudges. This is what you're talking about,
Yes.
right? Because you're like, you let it go. If you talk about it, you let it go.
No, I hold a grudge.
You do.
I do hold a grudge.
I don't
I
think
let
I
it
do.
go.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
over
think
it.
I hold grudges.
do.
I try to let it go.
I don't do anything about it, but I do hold it. I
Yeah.
just, you know.
Right.
Listen.
I'll forgive. I just don't forget.
Right.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And that's important. You know, listen, you got to know your faults and your flaws, and your,
I
you know,
do. I'm delightfully flawed, and it's okay.
they
Delightfully
don't
flawed.
call
That's
each
nice.
other names,
What are the names, though?
Yeah.
like bad names, like derogatory names. I think that's important because you know what I've always said. I'm on my second marriage, and I really
for you.
thank you. And I really think that what I learned in the interim, what I wanted was a marriage built on mutual respect.
Very important.
And I think respect actually trumps love. You love each
yeah.
other. That's great. You'll love it. Love ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
But if you respect each other,
Okay.
those are the couples I see, like the
Yes.
Fleischmans and people that make it long
Yes.
term. You know,
Yeah.
They go the distance.
And
I
you
agree
can't-
with
you don't-
that.
if you respect someone, you're not calling them names.
That is
Right.
true. That
Right.
is
You're
true.
never going to disrespect them
Right.
in any way that way.
You
know?
might think it.
think it all you want.
You think? Listen.
So if you call him an idiot, is that considered a name?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's
Sorry,
Like,
honey.
wait.
Yeah.
Refrain.
What's
but,
your
like,
wife's name?
We're not going to do that now.
Oh, okay.
What
Rudy's
if
wife.
you did,
We're sorry.
like,
That's
on his
okay.
behalf.
You're being an idiot, not you idiot.
Oh, see, that's different.
Right?
You're acting like an idiot.
Different. Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha.
You're not calling them. I think that's
Okay.
a good. That's a good caveat.
Thank
Okay. This is really a good one.
Okay.
And I really want to
Let's
hear
hear
what
it.
you.
Okay.
They don't snoop.
Oh no, I'm nosy. I
Well,
am
you were
so
saying on your
nosy.
show
I am nosy.
That people are.
They snoop
Number one
and-
thing they want to know is if the person's cheating or what.
Oh,
to be
yeah, you
fair,
were just saying that.
we
yeah.
get all these letters for what we call the book of problems. So they send us these things, and they have all these scenarios in there. So I found condoms or whatever in the purse, and we don't use them. Well, then I think there's something going on.
Right,
Or
right.
they spend a lot of time with their coworker who's not married. So it always looks like they're cheating. So I feel like if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a duck. So go figure. But I'm nosy as hell, so I'm always spying on everything.
Really, Sharon?
I am.
I don't think so.
This is very sensitive.
Because I think it's like we're very open,
Yeah.
communicative.
This is a very sensitive issue for me because this was an issue in my past relationship,
Okay.
and I was a lobbyist. I have friends
Yeah.
with other people, and sometimes you flirty or whatever, and you're talking, and then to be looking at my stuff,
Perfect.
to go through my text or my emails, and then pretend to know what is going like.
How did you know they went through? Like they
So
told you?
here's what happened.
Okay.
This is how old I am,
Okay.
Rudy. Okay,
Okay.
Apple ruined my life.
Okay.
Because it was when you text something on your phone and
it
it's
went
going to your iPad.
Yeah.
And my iPad's out, I
Gotcha.
didn't have passcodes or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I have nothing to hide. It's
Exactly.
everything's out in the open.
Okay.
But things just, just like get out of my stuff. And so then when, because I don't do that. I don't snoop to. I don't want to know. If what's that song? If you're creeping on me, don't tell me.
Right.
Don't tell me.
Gotcha.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Do you don't ruin my life because of your thing.
Right.
Okay.
But so I was like talking to a friend of mine at a dinner party in between when I was single, and they were like, "Oh yeah, being in a relationship, the first step is you should be able to just ask someone, let me see your phone."
Oh, okay.
I'm like, anyone early in a relationship asked to see my phone, I'm like, and scene.
Really?
And we're done here.
Is that because that's...
No, just it's like none of your, like, it's my space.
Gotcha.
If you are so insecure that you need to be in my space, we're never going to work out.
I could buy that. Okay.
Also, I'm like, even if you see something, we were at this dinner party and I was like, Shaggy wrote a song about it. It's called Wasn't Me.
There you go.
Leave me alone.
There you go.
Oh my God,
like, just leave
so
me. I wouldn't do that to you. I think not snooping is really important in security and trusting your partner.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. It's the trust.
Now,
goes
if
back
you start to have spidey sense and there's a reason or something, or somebody's lying and staying out late or something, then you trust your gut.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You can trust your gut and maybe have that tough conversation.
Okay. All right. I'll let you go with that. All right.
No, Rudy's not buying any of this.
I do technically. I guess I watch too much Law and Order, especially the sexy crimes. So I feel like the killer is everywhere. So I'm always looking for clues.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's the truth. No, really. I mean, people are crazy. So
I know. Yeah.
That's no lie.
Like husbands trying to poison wives and husbands. And I watch that ID network with all the murder cases and everything.
I watch those Oxygen constantly.
Totally, right?
I watch Oxygen all weekend with the murder crimes.
What's the one? The Snapped or something?
Yes,
where they just lose it. So I'm always thinking someone's going to snap. I really do.
And then the other thing is they don't lie to each other.
100%.
But lie is a big word.
Define
I don't
lie.
know. Never lie to me.
Never lie to you.
Even if you look really bad, but you think you look good.
I was just going to say, how do I look in this dress?
Yeah, tell me you look like garbage.
You better not.
Because then you look back and you see these pictures, and then you get pissed because you're like, why did you let me walk out of the house
But
like
let
that?
me tell you, no. I've asked Thomas for it, and I was like, I think there was one time I was wearing a dress, and I was like, do you think it's too tight? And he's like, no. And I'm like, are you sure? Because it's like, he's like, no. And then finally he's like, maybe a little. I'm like, are you?
See?
I never wore the dress.
I'm like, tell me, take it off. Take it off.
Oh, that dress, can't take it back. So.
Wow.
No, I'm 100%
this is the crazy Rudy.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Tell me the truth.
I don't know. I'm like, you know what? Tell me sweet lies. I'm fine with it.
Sweet nothings.
It's fine.
Yeah.
When you wake up and your eye makeup's all smeared and he's like, you're so beautiful. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, tell me that all day.
It's like Michael every week when he takes our picture. He's like, gorgeous. We're like,
yes. We're like, Michael.
And he's like, I don't lie.
And he's so cute. He's like, I don't lie.
Love it.
They don't treat their partner like an opponent.
That is true.
That's true.
And lastly, they don't take each other for granted. And that's the most important one, I think. I think that's the most important.
It is important.
Even when, that person is doing more for you than you're doing, whatever. As long as you say thank you and they feel valued, I think that is so critical.
It's very important. But the problem is when your love gets old or seasoned like mine is, sometimes you just kind of forget and you take it for granted. So you got to really fight for that.
You do.
You do.
But I think it's also, like the relationship status that you have. I mean, when it's old and seasoned, if you're still fire, like...
Yeah, okay.
Girl.
There it is.
Okay.
She had a good Valentine's Day.
She clearly had a good Valentine's Day.
Flowers were beautiful, see?
All right.
Speaking of things I don't take for granted, Long Island wine and Roger Sharon's drinking. Sorry, we have one of our favorite wines of the week. Rudy, do you have you ever had this wine?
I have not.
This is one of mine and Sharon's favorites.
Good. So we're drinking Wolfer Estate Summer in a Bottle because it's a balmy 70 degrees today.
Oh my God,
it's so hot. This elegant, fresh, balanced wine is perfectly blended with the lively Provence grape, including... Yeah, see, this is why Wolfer always screws me up with this. What would you call this?
What's the word? Grenache.
Grenache.
Grenache. I don't know what that is. Sinsalt.
Sinsalt?
Yeah. Sinsalt.
And Vermentino with the vibrant style of Summer in a Bottle for Long Island.
Yeah. No.
It's just beautiful.
It's like when you say charcuterie.
I know. I love that word.
It's good,
so
right?
neat. I know.
Yeah, it's good. So thanks to liwines.com, Long Island Wine Country. I was just on the phone with them right before we got off for this podcast. and we're totally planning for. It's their 50th anniversary this
Okay.
year. So get out to Long Island Wine Country
Okay.
right now, because starting in June, it's going to be mayhem out there.
Oh.
Celebrating the 50th anniversary. It's going to be nonstop events. They're doing great. They're going to do a whole really cool, you're going to hear it here first, a really cool, almost like a Long Island Wine Country week just for Long Islanders.
Okay.
To
I'm
say
excited.
thanks to Long Island and
Aw.
our community,
Nice.
to go out and see them. So we're planning a lot of stuff
Okay.
with them. They're just the best partners.
They really are,
Aw.
and they're just so incredible. Like everything, all year round.
Yeah, they're family businesses. They're a bunch of small businesses, mom and pops, and we love Long Island Wine Country. So lawines.com, and they can help you plan your getaway.
Love it.
So, okay, Long Island Life. Oh, there was something else I was going to talk about Long Island Life. I thought I wrote it down.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what?
Where's the I don't know.
You guys are just so much fun. I did forget. We were supposed to do, because I promised my folks that we would do the Rude Ranger pledge. See, would you guys take the pledge with me?
No.
Okay. Hold up your right hand.
I'm scared.
That's okay.
me too.
Okay.
Repeat after me.
I'm gonna screw
I
it up.
promise
I promise
to live my best possible life,
to live my best possible life,
to avoid all unnecessary drama,
to avoid all unnecessary drama,
to stay away from messy and extra people,
to stay away from messy and extra people,
and to always support those who support me.
and to always support those who support me.
There
That's
you go. You guys are Rude Rangers.
Cheers.
There you go.
Ooh, yay! Rude Rangers
Yes.
in the house.
love
Oh
it.
yeah, we got you a little gift.
I got a gift?
So how about that?
Yeah.
This is a great show.
As a little-
I don't give gifts. I'm sorry. Okay.
You just talked about you give gifts every day.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna
giving
give
everybody.
a pledge. I don't know. Not on the show. I got to get it together here.
All right. So what'd
So
you get?
cute.
You have
I
to
got.
tell me.
Ooh. Okay. Hold on.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
do this.
yes.
Ooh.
You got your
Oh,
own.
this is okay. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
For those of you watching, if you've never had the pleasure of being here, because today's my first time getting here, when you come in, there's that like shelf that's got your merch.
Yes.
And I was actually eyeing the socks, and truthfully, I was gonna swipe a pair. I had sticky fingers.
I'm
So
big into
now
my-
I totally didn't have to do that because you gave them to me. So
Yay,
thank
see?
you.
Yay,
I am so.
you
I
can
was.
sport.
I was actually gonna buy. No, I wasn't. I was gonna,
No, we want to
These are
thank
so
you
great.
for being
And
with us.
I'm so glad to be here. And I got my mug. Now you all say how you doing.
How you
and,
doing?
And we say how you been doing.
Oh,
how you been
I like
doing?
that.
Well, because we're a little older in season, so you know.
How you been
Some
doing?
of it's old is done.
I got
Okay,
I
I
got
like
a Facebook message from our friend Terry Alessi from
Oh, you
HIA,
did?
and it was like the movie poster that never was, and it has what's a guy from Friends that says how you doing?
Oh, Joey.
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 And it's him in like a Dune poster, and it says how you doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
I love
funny.
that.
I
I
love
love
it.
that.
I was like,
I
that's
love
so
that.
funny. I love that people see that.
I
and
know.
think of us.
I
Like,
know. That's so
That's
cute.
too cool.
Yeah. So here's an interesting Long Island story. You ready for
Okay,
this?
I am.
Cops are investigating the theft of the Big Duck sign.
Oh.
Who would steal this sign?
Who wouldn't
Where are you
steal
gonna
that
put
sign?
it?
Have you met my kids? You don't think that they? I took a picture of the article because the sign was hilarious, and it's
Okay.
like, and I can't. Oh, it's the sign says, "Welcome to Flanders, home of the Big Duck."
Love that.
Who wouldn't want that sign
That's so cool.
in their basement or whatever? That's iconic. I mean, don't steal signs.
Right.
I'm not
True.
advocating for that.
I was just gonna say, like, you're gonna have the cops at your house
No.
because you're like, have you met
Yeah.
my kids?
I know. No. I mean, you can go to my house. It's not my
Too
kids.
funny.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
somebody stole the sign. But
Right.
I was like, that is such an iconic.
I don't
yeah.
think you can say basement anymore.
Oh, can you not?
Isn't it
Why?
lower level?
Oh, okay.
I love
Right?
because you can't say master bedroom. It has to
No.
be primary, right?
I know.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh yeah, you can't say it anymore.
Nope.
And is it, you can't say it's lower level.
Lower
basement.
level.
I can't
That's
keep up.
funny.
Yeah, I know.
I can't keep up.
And today I learned you can't say inmate. There was a whole presentation about some guy who's a correction officer. So you can't say inmate anymore. Incarcerated person.
Wow.
Well, no. Why is inmate bad?
I don't really understand, but I don't know why basement is bad. But
I don't know
apparently
why
it's lower
basement
level.
is bad.
I don't know.
this is
I don't know.
Lower level,
conversation
but
is
Lower
crazy
level.
to
But
me.
it's not like if it's unfinished, is it really a lower level?
I mean, it's still lower, I guess, and it is
I
a
guess,
level.
but it's
so
like
I
it
don't know.
makes it. I feel like
Yeah.
it makes it seem like it's
I know.
accessible or
Right.
livable.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to tell people that I'm short. I have to say vertically challenged, but that's a whole other thing.
I know.
gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Well,
That's funny.
I can't keep up
I
with
know.
the vernacular, and I try to tell Alyssa, please just don't get us canceled on the
Right.
show.
There
Or
you
just
go.
cut it.
I mean, do you
when
ever
we
worry
have
about
to.
that getting canceled on
All
your
the
show?
time. I
It's
know.
crazy,
the
right?
Me Too, You Too, Don't Do. The whole thing, it's just all getting me. So
It's scary.
It is scary.
You never know what to say.
Never. That's why I say nothing usually.
Oh my
Or
god.
we say it all.
I know.
I know,
That's what's
but we
good
got
about you.
like I'm like
Sometimes.
Alyssa. Thank God we have a good producer because I'm
Yeah,
like
exactly.
cut that.
Yeah.
We also have some really cool stuff. What is this? This is the Hofstra University Museum of Art
Ooh.
has an artist panel where we all stand. for civic responsibility.
Oh, I was like, where are we standing?
All right, where are we going with
I don't
this?
know.
Events.
There's you know what else? It's Mardi Gras coming up.
Oh,
I love it.
Mardi Gras at RGNY Vineyards.
Okay.
And there's wine and donuts.
Sounds delicious. On the 25th, wine and donut
Donuts,
pairing
okay.
with
Yeah.
MTA Away and Pindar Vineyards.
Yeah.
Delish.
And there's have you heard about the new Long Island Museum and Entertainment Hall of Fame?
No.
It's in Stony Brook.
Yeah, you have to go.
And
Really?
it just opened like in December.
Very cool.
And they have a comedy festival, but I also just heard breaking news. Remember Catherine Cannadeo was on our show?
Yes. Did you see her social?
Yeah.
She met Billy Joel.
So she was backstage with Billy Joel on Valentine's
and he
Day.
got her
Wow.
flowers. Like,
Crazy.
she came running up after our pod and she's like, "You guys, this is not. I'm serious right now. Like, you guys are my lucky
She
charms."
was on the pod a few weeks ago
Okay.
for wellness, and she left, and she was like, "The energy was so amazing in here
Yeah.
that I just got a call from Billy Joel,
Okay.
and we're going to see him backstage on Valentine's." And so she put it on her.
Wow.
And my point is that they're having like a whole new Billy Joel exhibit.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
At the Long Island, and
So
her
I
husband
wonder-
is the
Okay.
president of that Hall of Fame.
Gotcha.
I wonder if he's going to come to the
Wow.
unveiling.
The unveiling. I know. He needs to come here.
Do you think Billy's watching us now?
Yes.
Let's say something.
Billy watches everything
He does.
to do with Long Island.
I love
Billy,
that.
you're a king.
I love Downtown Alexa. Anyway, go on.
My niece is named after that song.
See, there you go, Billy. Call us.
He
now.
is a Long Island icon,
That's
and we
right.
love him.
Wow.
What else do you want to talk about?
Will Debbie Gibson make it into the Long Island Hall of Fame?
Is she in there already?
I think so.
Is she really?
I think she's in there.
Oh.
I need to, because I was there. Dee Snider's there. I know.
Look at
Like Run DMC, they have a lot of people because they say Queens is technically Long Island.
It depends on who
It's
in
a
Queens.
little bit of a stretch, but okay.
It's okay. Taylor Dane?
Taylor Dane. I don't know if she's in there, but man, tell it to my heart.
I know, but I'll always love you.
I love her.
There you
I
go.
love Taylor Dane. Ashanti, I think is.
Yeah, she's from Nassau County.
She sure is. Glen Cove.
Yeah, amazing.
Mariah. How can we
Mariah.
forget?
Oh, I love Mariah.
Debbie's
Yeah, I
there.
remember that.
Yeah.
Joan Jett.
Oh my
They have
God,
Joan
Pat
Jett's
Benatar.
Ferrari, Pat Benatar.
It's crazy.
I stopped
Summit.
at Mariah. Sorry.
Yeah,
He's like, "I'm still
I
Mariah."
know she's.
She's the
everything.
last of our living divas. It's amazing.
She is.
Yeah,
You can
she
only photograph her
is,
from
yeah.
the right side. It's incredible.
Oh my God,
I
that's
love that
so
about
I know.
her.
funny.
And I'm of a certain age. You may not remember this. Remember when she did that, what is it, Jenny Craig commercial? And she was sitting on the couch and other people there were talking about how they used Jenny. And you could tell Mariah just did not care. But it was beautiful. It was
I
amazing.
love her.
I'll send you the link. You'll
She
watch
it.
is. I remember
Yeah.
her Cribs episode.
When she was on
Oh,
the
when she's-
Stairmaster on the high
oh
heels.
my
yes,
God,
yes, yes. I loved
She's
it.
everything.
She really is.
And back then, I didn't even know anything about Long Island. But anyway, so that's a really cool museum,
Yes.
and we got to go there. We had to set chocolates on last week. It was
Yeah, that was so
amazing.
awesome.
The only thing is, I noticed that I was eating the chocolates the whole time. I was like. The whole time during the
That's
show.
right.
Do
'Cause
you
they
know?
were so
do you
good.
listen to yourself back, Rudy, and then think like,
Yes.
"Oh, I do this too much," or I was
yes.
smacking?
Do you
or-
get in trouble for listening to yourself back?
I don't get into trouble, but I do regret sometimes either the question I've asked or the thing that I said. And I'm always more amazed at, like, I cannot believe that person answered that question. So it's always really weird. No, we had a guest on once, and I said, where was the craziest place that you ever did the horizontal hula? And he says, oh, on stage at Radio City Music Hall. Because apparently she would, I forget, was a rockette in training.
Oh.
And I'm like, did you do it during the show? It was the whole thing. It was just really weird.
And they gave you all
gave
that
it all up. I
Listen,
was like, really?
I gave way too much
Yeah.
information on the last episode about my worst dates. So,
Oh my
I mean,
God,
things
I
happen.
There you
was
go.
howling
Yeah.
in the car.
You have to
watching-
listen to last
Oh my
episode.
God.
It was
will.
bad.
And I
It was
know
not
that
good.
story like 5 times told. And
But you know what that means is that you're making people feel comfortable
That and a lot
on
of
your
booze.
show.
Yes.
that and a lot of booze.
A lot
like
of booze.
Long Island wine.
It works, yes.
Do you know that February 22nd is National Margarita Day?
No, but I'm here for it.
I am here for it.
Isn't everyday margarita day?
Right?
I know. And I actually just saw this meme the other day that was like moms of young kids. Like it was like something I follow, whatever. But it was like, hey girls, happy Valentine's Day. Meet for Margs next Valentine's Day in 5 years when our kids are grown. Yeah, I can
Aw,
actually enjoy
that's
it.
cute.
It was cute. Yeah, National Margarita Day. We did like a whole
We did a whole episode on
Whole
Margaret on
episode.
Cinco de
I like
Mayo,
that.
I think.
yeah, we did like
Okay.
Moms and Margs episode.
rum. We did the rum, and it was all fresh with like lime
Oh my
juice.
gosh.
It might have been the best margarita
Okay.
ever.
It
Very nice.
seriously was the best.
Okay.
But we also
margarita.
have a really good partner, Spiro's, and Spiro's has like 22 different kinds of margaritas.
right,
or
and
something
they
like
have
that.
their recipes.
Do you
right?
have you ever heard of Spiro's? It's in Miller
22?
Place, right?
Point.
Rocky Point.
22.
I'm probably wrong.
10 margaritas.
10.
Okay. Well, you drink
Whatever.
enough, it seems like 22.
I'm like, no, I'm probably wrong.
What do you prefer? Like I prefer just like a traditional marg, like lime and tequila and salt.
I
you like
prefer-
a spicy marg.
Well, at times. I like whatever's pre-made.
Oh.
If it's the Cuervo already, that I pour it over ice. And then put
No,
lime.
do you know Simply Limeade? Like,
don't.
this is how Simply Limeade. You know how
Okay.
they make Simply Lemonade?
Yeah.
Simply Limeade and tequila is absolutely delicious.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Easy. The easiest one.
Good for
Easy.
you.
What about
So
you? Are
you
you-
like to work for? You don't like to wait. You don't want to work
don't.
for your tequila. You will put in the work.
I'll put a little effort
okay,
in.
a little effort in. Okay.
What about you?
Instant
Gotcha.
gratification.
I like. Thank you, Kristen.
Now. Now.
That would be a moment.
Go ahead. Tell me yours, Rudy. How do you like it? This is bad.
We've just been canceled, but I love it. But I love
This is bad.
Cut off.
Oh God, you guys are so
so
funny.
funny.
No actual preference. It really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like it easier when it's just done for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could if I had to make it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I prefer.
exactly. See,
I prefer. She made it. and We went over to her house.
That's what she
Sharon's
said.
dying.
Exactly.
She's looking into literally
I'm trying
everything that
to
we're saying.
focus
I
and
know.
recenter here, but it was
She's
good.
dead.
It
She
was
can't
so
take
good. It was good.
Okay, let's.
She's eating chocolate.
I know.
The meat. The whole
I
thing.
know.
There you go.
I know.
Love
I know.
it.
No,
Love
this
it.
is we're here to have fun.
That's right.
You know what else is fun is we talked a little bit about it a second ago, but Black History Month.
Okay.
So we did a Black-owned business grant that
nice.
we do,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and you know what we'll do, Reed, next time we'll work it through you and some of your contacts because I think you have a million contacts.
Sure.
But we had some great businesses that signed up, and one of them, and so what we do is Jake's 58
Oh, yeah.
sponsors it. And so basically, like 10 different businesses get a premium type of membership to Discover Long Island, and we get to
That's
promote them
cool.
throughout the year, which is
Okay.
it's great. It's a win-win. And one of the ones that joined, which I had not heard of this company, is called Whispering Spirit Cultural Tours.
Oh.
Have you heard of them?
No. What do they do?
They offer historical tours exploring and learning about the history of Indigenous and African American culture on Long Island.
Okay.
The mission is to invite people who are passionate about learning the history and culture of the forgotten people and explore their life experiences. And plus, it's on Shelter Island.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's pretty
So
cool.
you get to go to a fabulous place.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe actually just learn something while you're there instead of just go out to eat
We
or
should
drive
connect
through.
them with
Gotcha.
Catherine.
They have tours all over. They have some in the Gold Coast.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Gotcha.
this one is the only one. This is their Sylvester Manor tour on
Right,
Shelter
okay.
Island.
right.
Go to whispering-spirit-cultural-tours.com.
Can you say that again? Because when I
I
rewatch this, I'm
know.
going to try to write it down. So
Whispering-spirit-cultural-tours.com.
I can do that.
Yeah, and learn about this business, and if nothing else, support the Black-owned business,
Absolutely.
right? And we want to support our local businesses.
That's right.
Also, I just have to give a little bit of a shout out to our really, really good friend, and he's one of our board members. Do you know Dan Lloyd with Minority Millennials?
I sure do.
I love him so much, and his dad just passed away.
Just heard that.
I'm
Bobby
sorry.
Lloyd, Pastor Bobby Lloyd passed, and he was a real staple in the community.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to say to
Yeah.
Dan, our good friend, that we're
Yeah.
thinking about you,
Yeah.
and we just love you. And he's such a great guy. And his dad clearly left a legacy.
Such an impact.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Long
Did.
Island, which is awesome.
Virtual hug.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's a part of that, like being there for our community, being like, "How you doing?" Okay, so any other? How about for you? What would you like to say? Any contributions on Black History Month or anything we should know or that you want to highlight?
Oh God, so much pressure.
I know. Sorry. I know.
That's
like,
okay.
wait a
I
minute.
know. They pumped me full of wine.
I know.
She asked me how I like. Like I know what I'm supposed to do here. I can't remember everything.
I know.
No, I
Here we
really
are.
just want to say that I am so honored to have been here, and I can't believe it's been a year in the making, and I had so much fun. I hope I get to come back again.
this is
Of
awesome.
course.
Now, next time that I come back, I want makeup like you two, because if you see on camera, I look a mess, and these two look fantastic.
No,
so-
you look
No, you know what I want to do one of these
Fantastic,
days, and when you come back, maybe we can do it.
can do it.
Michael is a makeup artist.
Michael.
Oh, Michael.
Wow.
'Cause-
Can you do the
yeah.
makeup where I get like the fake abs?
Yeah.
Okay,
he
let's
can.
work on that.
He does cosplay
Okay.
and everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, literally.
Cosplay like you put on the whole rubber suit?
No.
Or like you
Just
dress up like those anime people?
Dress up like a person.
Oh, okay. Very cool. No
Not-
Sailor Moon,
not
right?
drag.
Gotcha.
But cosplay.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That does make sense. Okay.
A little bit different.
It is a little bit different.
I need Michael's help. I was thinking about it the other day as I was still doing my eyeliner.
I
you
need
know,
to ask, what kind of eyeliner do you use?
I
Because
use the
yours always
Stila.
stays.
Stila,
Stella.
S-T-I-L-A, Stila.
Yeah. It's all like lowercase letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I do? Every time I
What exactly is eyeliner for?
write to accentuate.
I'll tell
Okay.
you, Rudy,
Okay.
when I do not wear my eyeliner,
Okay.
people literally say,
Are
like,
you
what's the
tired?
matter with you?
Are you
Oh.
tired?
Are you feeling okay?
Is everything
Really?
okay?
Are you tired?
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did this the other day.
Wow.
Oh, see the eyebrows.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
The eyebrows.
Oh, yeah, you have good eyebrows,
are
actually.
everything.
You do.
So
Good
you
job.
know what my secret is when I put on my eyeliner?
Mm-hmm.
Now wait, I gotta go back. Is it liquid or is it gel?
It's I don't know, liquid. It's
I use
but it's-
liquid too, but
it's
look,
a pen.
now all of a sudden-
It's a pen.
Am I the only one lost here with this?
Sorry,
Okay.
Rudy.
Thank you.
Chris
Thank
is
you,
like,
Chris.
but listen. You brought up makeup, Rudy.
No, I'm excited.
Come on.
I want to learn, but
Okay.
you're like, when you get to the liquid versus
Yeah.
the gel, I was completely
So
gone.
I
was
do,
like, what?
every time I put it on,
Clearly, right? I don't know.
say one of my favorite Taylor Swift lyrics
Okay.
of her new song.
Okay.
Draw the cat eyes sharp enough to kill a man, and I'm like, ooh, girl.
Okay.
I know.
I like that.
I love it. You draw the cat. You know, I don't do the cat eyes
You
as
don't do
well.
cat eye?
No, but I want to.
Do you do it while you're
I
driving?
try to sweep it up a little
No,
bit.
never.
Okay.
Never.
Okay, good.
Oh, you do it this way?
Out in.
Because
Out in.
what they tell you when you get older,
Yeah, I go out
is that
in.
everything should go up.
If only.
Your when you do your makeup,
Take it anywhere you want,
everything
man.
goes up.
doing this.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, Rudy. I don't know. We'll have you back when we have Michael do makeup because I need
you know what? I
Oh
think
my
we
God,
should
yes.
come to Rudy's room.
You would know. We would love that.
Please.
But Michael has to come too. I want the smoky eye.
Oh,
Whatever that means.
Okay, we're doing it. Any other? Let's. We're not done yet. Let's close out with some celebrity. Any other?
Ooh.
I have some celebrity. Oh my
Oh,
God!
you
I have
do?
big breaking news.
What?
What?
One of my other favorite talk shows, which we kind of tried to mirror ourselves after, is Kelly and Ryan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan's leaving.
What? No. That's
Already?
baloney.
Ryan
Where'd you
is
hear that?
leaving.
No.
Where
Oh.
did you hear that?
What'd you? Michael's like,
Poor Kelly, she's been through enough.
She
I
has.
know.
I know.
that's what
Okay.
I thought. Somebody, but Ryan is also way overextended.
I don't know how he did it to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, he's having episodes on live TV. Like he
Right.
needs to calm down. He's going back and forth from LA
Yeah.
to New York all the
Right.
time.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, he lives in LA.
Right.
And but I loved their chemistry.
I know, they had
were
such good
so
chemistry.
cute.
Why can't you just give it to Mark Consuelos?
That's what she's doing.
Okay, it's about time.
So it'd be like
I
husband
know,
and wife,
but
though?
it's
That's
just like-
kinda lame.
I know, but he needs a check, and Riverdale is over. So
And that's exactly what the article said.
There you go.
Basically,
Cute,
Riverdale.
though.
Just,
He's
I
so
mean,
cute.
they're gorgeous, and
they've been
obviously-
married forever. So
I know.
I hope
I
it
just
lasts.
feel like-
that'd be tragic.
Whoa!
Imagine
I mean,
if the
just
show
saying.
like
you
kills
imagine?
them.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like a thing. Like, don't put somebody else in that chair. You're jinxing it.
It could be. I'm just saying they were married all those years since All My Children.
I
and
love
this could be
them,
the end.
and they're both so gorgeous and cute.
Look at that.
As I say every time. So,
Well, bye, Ryan. Call
I
us,
know.
Kelly.
I know. But like, I was watching because Mark Consuelos was filling in, and I'm like, I don't know. I love her thing with Ryan because she can make fun of him.
Yes.
She'll be like, "Oh, this doesn't touch your body because it's not cashmere," but you know, she makes fun of him.
They're
And
so cute together.
They are.
so he's leaving,
But
and I'm
he-
sad.
Like, you're right. He had episodes like
He was
he needs to,
overextended.
like,
He's
take a break.
overextended.
He is. He is.
I love. He's so good. Also, just so you know, little side note: Mike Gelman, who's the producer of that show,
yeah, they always call
from
it
Long
Gelman.
Island.
No,
Michael Gelman's from Long Island?
He was raised.
Doesn't surprise me,
It
though.
says Dix Hills and Melville, where he
know
was
that.
raised. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
I was an intern once at Regis and Kathy Lee.
Really?
Before
wow.
Kelly.
How was that?
Yes, it was actually a lot of fun.
Really?
that's-
They
Oh,
were
that's
both
awesome.
really nice, which is good. Gelman, not so much. We won't go there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No.
I mean, he doesn't come across as warm
Well,
and
he
fuzzy.
expected me to be there on time and like had to finish her
How
assignment.
dare
And the nerve. I was like, come on.
Seriously. I mean,
No, like I was like a college student, like in my first time working in the big city. Like, what do you want me to do?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's my
What?
watch talking.
Siri again.
See, Siri getting. I'm sorry, Siri. I should have
Siri
insulted
gets
Gelman.
all, like,
so
frazzled.
There you go.
touchy.
She's riled up.
Jesus.
Siri coming in hot.
Okay, other big news. R.I.P. Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
Who's
That was
Raquel
so-
Welch?
Oh,
Sharon.
Just give me.
that was her.
Throw
not
it at
me.
me. Throw it
Don't
at me.
protest.
I mean, amazing, like pinup,
I know.
incredible, iconic Raquel Welch.
She was like 3,000 and still had a great body.
She was and bone structure.
Yeah.
I'll Google it afterwards. Raquel Welch, and I'll
She
show
was
you pictures.
incredible.
She was,
She
and
was.
she was like in that era of pinup.
Okay.
She
okay.
was.
And what I loved about her, and again, kind of going back to
Mm-hmm.
the expectations of women, her body was like a normal body.
Yes.
It wasn't today where everyone's like ripped
Yeah.
and there's no
Right.
body fat.
Right.
Jen and Ben got matching tattoos for Valentine's Day. Speaking of something that dooms you,
Magic. Why?
let's
Why does everybody say that?
no one that ever Did you get tattoos?
No, but I just don't understand. Like everybody's like that. Don't ever get a matching tattoo. Why not? They're
it's
removable.
the
Jen's
one
track record, is it? I mean, should you do anything permanent?
Please.
Like,
And
I
Ben.
would
Well,
wait
look
on
at,
giving
like,
a wedding
what,
gift.
Pete
I was just
Davis
saying.
or
And
whatever.
I know.
Megan Kelly and or Machine Gun Kelly and Megan
Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
Megan Fox is absolutely gorgeous.
She is.
He cheated on her.
Yeah. Stupid. Doesn't
How much
surprise me.
fidelity do you expect from the Great Love Machine? Like, I mean,
Right.
Machine Gun. Don't you think there's something going wrong?
Yeah, I guess. I just think, I think a lot of people think if you're look like him and you land a woman that looks like her, that you wouldn't mess it up.
Right.
Listen, there's a lid for every pot, so don't.
You
worry
know,
about it.
that's true. We always say no judgment. But, and it's funny because my daughter was saying that. She was like, who cheats on Megan Fox? I'm like, who cheats on Jennifer Aniston or Sandra Bullock? Or I was thinking of some hot guys, too, that got cheated. I can remember who they were. Beyonce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Do
Don't
we really think
even
that
get
was
me
real
started
cheating,
on
though?
that.
Jay-Z cheated on
Do we really think that?
Yes.
I do.
feel like it was a marketing campaign.
No, I 100% think it.
That whole album, everything, the video, it all came out really quickly.
No, I love it.
It was a good,
I thought it was
good
brilliant, though.
entrance.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
It came out quickly because it was angry from the heart, which I love.
Well, it was great. I bought.
I love it.
I did.
I'm like
I
Becky with
totally
the good
did.
hair.
I know.
I would blast it. Sharon knows. I would
Yeah.
be blasting it on my way in when I had an intense meeting. I'd be like, I ain't sorry.
There you go.
Nope.
I know.
There you
That
go.
was
It's like
good. I
you
remember
were
that.
listening to that,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, I was. It was my hype. It was my hype song.
Exactly.
I love it.
No, so that's. I don't have any other.
Matching tattoos.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I can't remember what they like J and B, and I was like,
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
the-
Well, wait. Did each get the others?
no, I
from
think
what
they
we
both got J and B, right? But it's just and Machine Gun Kelly and Megan, they got matching tattoo. Everybody that gets matching
know.
tattoos, you're like, I don't know, maybe just flowers and chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but reconsidering, if she just got a B, that leaves a lot of openings there for her later.
Right.
But also, tattoos now are so removable.
Sharon, did you get a tattoo for Valentine's Day? Just say it.
I didn't.
Would you get
Just
a tattoo?
admit it.
Did
She
would
did.
I?
Yeah.
She's being very defensive about it.
I just
Okay.
don't understand. Like everybody says that. Like that's a big stigma, right? Like everybody's
I'm
like,
just saying,
Yeah.
it's a pattern.
That's
Right.
true.
Life is full of patterns.
They
And
also say you shouldn't buy your lover shoes.
Really?
Yeah, because they'll walk right out of your life.
Oh.
well, then I'm definitely doomed. 'Cause
There you go.
That's my favorite thing to buy is shoes, and
Listen.
vice versa. I'm like, that's my favorite to ask for is shoes.
So
Right.
you buy them for him or you buy them for yourself?
No, I buy them for him, and then I ask for them from him. He
Okay.
buys me like all my shoes.
Then you probably cancel each other out, so it's okay.
Okay,
Aw,
thanks.
that's
I was
cute.
like,
Yeah.
and you know what? Whatever. You know,
It
it's
is what
like
it is.
no, it's like you said. It's life is short. Live it every day to the fullest.
Absolutely.
Right. And your pledge.
That's true.
I love your pledge.
I love
we're
you
gonna,
guys.
We're gonna do that all the time.
I hope
and,
you do.
And what's the last part? Is the best part.
Always support those who support you.
And Rudy,
Love it.
thank you for
Thank
being
you.
a hot tea and for coming with us.
I
We
love
support
it.
you. And next week we're off for a winter break, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening to Long Island Tea Podcast, produced by Discover Long Island, the region's official tourism promotion agency.
Links and information on today's episode can be found in the episode notes below.
Listen and subscribe to Long Island Tea on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Or you can watch us on YouTube at Discover Long Island NY.
Thank you to Long Island Wine Country for sponsoring our Wine of the Week. Visit their website at liwines.com.
For exclusive access to contests, giveaways, and events, be sure to follow us at Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
To collab with us, ask questions, or just say hi, email us at spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.
Visit longislandteapodcast.com for more.